when do you want to move out? Go on Love Island. What's your opinion on Botox and surgery? What car do you drive and did you pass first time? So hey everyone, it's Georgia and welcome back to my channel. I hope you're all doing okay. So today we have a very exciting video. We're going to be doing a little bit of a juicy Q&A. I kind of just wanted to sit down, have a chat, have a little gossip with everyone and just answer all of your questions really. So I asked you all some questions over on Instagram, so I have them all on my phone and I am so excited about these questions. Like, I've had a little scroll through and I love them. So we're just going to have a little chat today. We've got a little iced coffee. I actually got this syrup, which is like a caramel chocolate syrup to put in iced coffees, and it just changes the game. So if you're new here and you've only just found me by clicking on this video, then I would absolutely love if you would stick around, join the little fam and subscribe. We're almost at 3k, kind of, we're on our way there and I'm just so excited. So yeah, also how crazy is this? A memory on my like Instagram, you know how like things pop up from a year ago, popped up from last year today and I only had 42 subscribers then. So I mean, that just gave me a bit of motivation, you know, anything you want to do, you should just go for it. Don't know why we started this video on a little TED talk. I kind of just wanted to say a little thank you at the beginning, but let's just get on with the questions now. Let's just start with some sort of catch-up-y ones, have a little life update, and then we'll go to the juicy ones. So first one is, when do you want to move out? So I'm actually at uni still. I'm going into my third year at the University of Nottingham doing psychology. Nottingham, that sounded really weird. But yeah, so I'm still at uni and obviously in the student debt, don't have like a solid income at the minute. So I feel like moving out is kind of like in the future, but then again I always do just like think about it, keeping it in the like manifestation. So I don't know when. I feel like the time will just come whenever it's right, but maybe in the next 5 years. Is that too ambitious? I don't know, somewhere around that mark. Or like, to be honest, I don't really care when, as long as it's the right time and like I'm happy and everything like that. So next one is, do you want children and when do you want children? So yes, I absolutely do want children. I honestly can't wait, like in the far future. Like, I'm now 20 and I just don't feel 20 at all. Like, I just can't really believe I'm 20. I always thought like 27ish, maybe 28, 29, 30, I don't know, somewhere around that mark. But then again, if I feel how I do now, then even later. Like, I don't know, I just want to be like settled with like a job, with my family, in a house. I mean, you never know, like I guess you never know when the right time is going to be, if there even is a right time. But yeah, I definitely do want children, I'm just not exactly sure when. But for now, in the very far future. Okay, not anytime soon. This is an interesting one. Do you struggle with confidence on social media, and if so, how do you overcome it? So social media, I guess that's like YouTube, Instagram, and I guess I do struggle with confidence a little bit, like as in when I film a video with no makeup on, or like if I'm just vlogging, sometimes I do think for like a few seconds like, oh, I look horrible. But then again, I do want my channel to be like such an open place, just being completely real. And I feel like if I never showed those moments and like that kind of thing, then it would just be me trying to portray this like perfect life, which obviously no one actually has. So I feel like how I overcome the like confidence issues is just thinking like these things are normal. Anything you're like insecure about, everybody has them, everyone has their own insecurities, and I just try and be like as open as possible. And it's something I really want to work on as well, like with being even more open and honest. Probably by you opening up about those things, it's going to help others. So that's kind of how I think about it. Okay, so the next question is, what car do you drive and did you pass first time? So I actually didn't pass my test first time. I passed second time. First time there was like a bit of a situation where like, I pulled out and this man was like indicating left, and then he like went straight, but I'd already pulled out and the woman like slammed her brakes on, and I was like, all right, you need to calm down. Kind of thought she was gonna let me off for some reason. Why am I so stupid? I got to think I thought I'd passed. She was like, you failed, and I literally cried for like 3 hours. And then I did it again. I had a really bad driving instructor first time as well. Like, if you're watching, you won't be, but sorry. But then I had a really good driving instructor, and then I passed second time with 3 minors, which was so good. And then I went out first time in my car and crashed it the first time. Well, someone crashed into the back of me. But I mean, I could definitely go into a story. I keep thinking all these story times to do. That's like a whole story. I like someone crashed at the back of me. He was an absolute psychopath and it like put me off driving, and I sold my car. But I did have a Seat Ibiza, but then I sold it because it scared me so much, and I also never used it at uni. So I feel like when I start driving again, I'm going to need some like refresher lessons because I feel like I've been scarred a little bit. Do you have any siblings? I actually don't. I'm an only child, no siblings. I'm very sad about that. That is why if I am lucky enough to have children, I always want more than one, because I don't want to put anyone else through an only child life. Like, honestly, it was fine. Like, I had a great childhood, but I was just lonely, I think, as a child. Like, had no one to play with. That sounds so, like, dramatic, but I always think it's nice. It would be nice to have, like, a sister or a brother, but yeah, I don't know. I guess I wouldn't know what it'd be like because I haven't experienced it, but no, I'm actually an only child, which is very sad for me. If you could have chose any other uni, what would it be? So I actually didn't like any of the other unis in the way I like Nottingham. Like, honestly, when I went there, I just felt like it felt right for me. And I know a lot of people say, like, some people say they have that feeling, which is like, this is right for me, and some people say they don't have that. I definitely did have that with Nottingham, and I didn't really get that anywhere else. Everywhere else, I just couldn't imagine myself there, like, living there. And I feel like that's what you have to go off when you're choosing a uni. Just choose the place that you feel at home instantly. If I could have chose anywhere else, probably Manchester. I mean, I looked around Manchester and I actually didn't really like it that much, but since I've like visited Manchester, my friend in Manchester, and actually I went on like a weekend out there, I loved it. Like, there is a Manchester vlog on my channel somewhere. I'll link it down below if I remember, but honestly, I absolutely love Manchester. And I mean, if anyone wants to arrange a night out to Manchester, I'm down, because I absolutely loved it. Do you find it hard not to compare yourself to people on Instagram? I feel like it isn't something that I like really struggle with on a day-to-day basis, but it is something I struggle with if I'm feeling low. So say if like I'm feeling really unmotivated, haven't been getting any content recently, I'm just feeling a little bit down, to see like everyone else doing that can sometimes make me feel a bit of like comparison in that way. I don't really think with like looks as such, because I just think like everyone has their own look, and that's just, you have to kind of end up being comfortable with your own skin. But in terms of like feeling motivated and actually getting things done, I feel like that's where I compare a lot. Like, if I see someone like posting daily all these like sick pictures and I've just not been motivated to do any of that, that's kind of where I compare. Obviously as well, when you're just sat at home looking like an absolute rat and you see all these like beautiful girls on Instagram, obviously it is a little bit like, oh, but I always try to remember and try and remind myself, and everyone else should remember this, that Instagram is literally like a filtered version of everyone. Like, people may look at my Instagram and think like, oh my god, that's such a perfect life or whatever, but it's so not. Like, nobody has that. Trust me, it takes about 500 pictures to get one good one. And yeah, I mean, I may think about making one of those like for real pages. You know how Sid has a Sid for real, and also Emily Diane Philpott just made one. I think they're really good, and I also love the like Insta versus reality ones, because I just think they show a bit of reality. And yeah, so I feel like I do sometimes find it hard when I'm feeling low or like demotivated in that way, but I really just will try and preach that Instagram isn't reality. And I also think ever since I've done YouTube and I've done Instagram as like a bloggery style thing, I definitely understand that it's not reality. And I feel like before I did that, I would watch people's like evening routine and be like, how is their life so perfect? Or I would see like someone get a picture in a dress and I'd be like, why don't I look like that in a dress? But when you actually do it and you understand that it takes so many attempts, those night routines aren't their life every day. When you kind of learn to understand that, I feel like that can definitely help with like comparing and things. So hopefully that helps. Okay, where do you see yourself in 5 years in terms of goals, yourself and YouTube? So with YouTube, I would just absolutely love for it to be my job. I know that's so ambitious, but we have to just dream big, manifest for it. And there's been a few asking what my dream job was, and YouTube was one that would 100% be my dream job. It just feels so right, so natural. It honestly just feels like I'm what I'm meant to be doing. So yeah, that would 100% be my dream job. So I would love in 5 years to be doing YouTube full time, but I mean, we never know. That is the dream, but whether it will happen, you don't know. You have to just manifest and believe in yourself. But in terms of myself, I would hope just like happy, maybe in a house, hopefully, like manifest that as well, and just to be happy and healthy. Would you ever go on Love Island if you were single? I have no idea. Like, I haven't even really put thought into it, because I've been with my boyfriend since I was 15, and did I even watch Love Island before that? I feel like I probably didn't. I don't know, because I do feel like I would just be like a bit psycho. I don't know, like I feel like having cameras on me like 24/7 would be a bit much. I guess you never know unless you're in the situation. So I wouldn't say if I was single, absolutely not, I would never go on that. No, because I'm not, and I hopefully will never find out. What's your opinion on Botox and surgery, and would you ever get it? So many of my friends have had it, and I have like zero opinions on it. Like, I don't think it's bad, I don't think it's good. Like, I don't really care. Like, I always think like if it makes you happy, then do it. If you don't want to do it, don't do it. I don't judge anybody for their decisions. I think I probably wouldn't get it just because I'm so bad with pain. Like the thought of having a needle put in my face, I don't know if I could do that. And I also heard someone the other day in a video saying it was worse than childbirth, and I thought I'd rather have a baby than big lips, you know. So I don't know. I wouldn't ever rule it completely out. But I don't have any negative opinions on it at the same time, but I just feel like for me personally, I probably wouldn't get it because I'm too much of a crybaby with pain, you know. Okay, have you ever felt lonely at uni, and have you ever had bad experiences? I definitely have felt lonely at uni, and I feel like the first week was probably the absolute hardest time of like loneliness in my life, I guess, because even though I was in the same city as my boyfriend, we didn't see each other for like the first 2 weeks because of like, we just wanted to fully get the experience, and I also didn't come home for the first few weeks, and I just wanted to kind of fully be in the experience and do it by myself. So I feel like those few weeks were hard, but I'm so glad that I did it like that, just so I could fully like enjoy the experience. I definitely felt lonely quite a lot in the first few weeks because obviously you've only just met people, and you feel like sometimes you don't have anyone to talk to. But I feel like I was so lucky to meet the girls I met in the first week. Like, honestly, when people say friendships at uni form so fast, they 100% form so fast. Bad experiences, yes, I would love to do a story time about this. There was a couple of people who like maybe didn't make me feel the most welcome. I don't know if I'll ever like fully touch on that, but I definitely did feel uni, and I have had some bad experiences, but I don't know if I'd fully want to talk about it yet on my channel. If you do want like a story time on that, I could so do one, like maybe when I've left uni. So the next one is, are you an introvert or an extrovert? So I feel like I'm kind of a mix of both. Like I feel like I'm an extrovert with people I know, and also when I've had a drink, I'm not gonna lie, it's so bad, but when I have a drink I just get this new life of like confidence. But then the people I don't know, like when I first started uni, I would say everyone probably thought I was an introvert, but when they got to know me, probably realised I wasn't. If anybody relates to that, like introvert to people you don't know, extrovert to people you do know. So I don't know if that's like in the middle or if that is an introvert, but that is probably what I would say. Favourite place to eat out or drink in Nottingham? Favourite place to eat would definitely be the Alchemist. They do the best pizzas ever. Drinks are also good there. My favourite place for drinks would definitely be Coco Tang. I just absolutely love it there. It's so cute. I'll put a picture on screen, but it's literally so cute and I love it there. So that would be my favourite place to drink. I'm going to leave it at that. I feel like I've answered quite a lot. I feel like I'm going to do a part 2 of this. Definitely let me know if you do enjoy these kind of chatty style videos. I love sitting down having a chat. They're like my favourite videos to film. Hopefully that helped you get to know me a little bit more. So if you did enjoy it, I would love you to stick around, join the little family and subscribe. Also, if you give this video a big thumbs up and comment below any other videos you want me to do in the future, because I always need the ideas. Also, this phone case, by the way, is from a place called 11am. It's like a little Instagram place, and they very kindly sent me this and I just love it. So in case anyone was wondering about that, I'll leave the ad on screen. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye.